Hi, all my cool Wildcats and Wild Kittens. Today I'm going to read a story called Under the Lemon Moon. This is based in rural Mexico, and it is about a little girl, Rosalinda, who wakes up in the middle of the night to a man stealing lemons from her lemon tree. And soon after, the lemon tree starts to get sick, and she has to go to the market to try to find somebody who can help save her lemon tree, where she finds the man selling the lemons that he took from her tree. So let's see what happens. Under the Lemon Moon by Edith Hope Fine, illustrated by Renee King Moreno. Deep in the night, Rosalinda heard noises. Whoosh, shh, snap. What is that, she wondered. Slipping from her bed, she peeked out past Mama's garden with its papa-closed scarecrow and past the wash line. Way back by the lemon tree, something was moving. Heart-thumping, Rosalinda crept to the doorway. Blanca, her pet hen, fluttered down from the rafters. Buck, 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 barked Blanca. Shh, shushed Rosalinda. The lemon wedge moon gave only a sliver of light. She waited for her eyes to grow used to the darkness. Then she saw branches shaking in the shadows. Rosalinda looked harder. A man with hunched shoulders was stuffing lemons into a cloth sack. Her lemons from her tree. With Blanca under her arm, Rosalinda slipped out and hid behind the scarecrow. Who is this night man? Why does he take my lemons? She wondered. Squawk! Blanca flew to the scarecrow's head. Rosalinda wobbled its stiff arms. Aye, cried the night man. He grabbed the sack and fled. It was Rosalinda. And if you look closer, you can see the Nightman. In the morning, Rosalinda touched the stump of a broken branch. Not a single lemon was left on the whole tree. A tear slid down her cheek. Oh, mi arbolito, which means my little tree in Spanish. Rosalinda crooned a sad song as Blanca brought along. She loved her lemon tree almost as much as she loved Blanca. Why, Blanca? Why did he do this? Rosalinda asked, clutching a bundle of twigs. Blanca's feathers drooped. By the end of the week, many leaves of the lemon tree were yellow. Some had fallen. Rosalinda's worries got bigger. First the nightman, now her tree was sick. After breakfast, Rosalinda listened to the thrum-thrum of Mama's loom. I must do something, Rosalinda told her parents. There's a loom. Looks kind of like a piano. Perhaps someone we know can help, Mama suggested, smoothing Rosalinda's long hair. A neighbor or a friend or your abuela, which is grandma in Spanish, added Papa with a hug. He turned back to work his workbench, and Rosalinda set out to try to find someone to help with her lemon tree. My tree is sick. What should I do? Rosalinda asked her neighbor, Esmeralda. Oh, I talked to my plants, said Esmeralda, tending her lush flower garden. I did that, thought Rosalinda. She said, gracias. She caught up with Senor Rodolfo, her friend of a few words. My tree is sick. What should I do? She asked. Much water, he said, heading for the nearby mercado, the marketplace. I did that, thought Rosalinda. She remembered the heavy buckets of water she lugged to her tree. Aloud she said, gracias, which is thank you in Spanish. When Rosalinda arrived at her grandmother's house, Abuela was sitting on her porch in the morning sun. Rosalinda settled in close to her, watching Abuela's knitting needles flash. What should I do for my tree, Abuela? It will take time for your tree to heal, mija, she said. I will light a candle for you. I haven't done that, thought Rosalinda aloud. She said, gracias, abuelita. Abuela eased the worries from Rosalinda's forehead with her warm hand. The candle will help, Rosalinda, Abuela said quietly. Perhaps it will summon La Anciana, the old one. She helps things grow. Everyone had heard rumors of La Anciana, of her powers for bringing rain and making crops grow strong and tall. Tell me again, Abuela, said Rosalinda. For many years of full moons, Abuela began. "It has been said there lives an old wise one with gentle eyes. She walks the countryside helping things grow." "Where can I find her?" asked Rosalinda. "No one knows, but they say La Anciana will come when she is needed." Rosalinda thought hard. "I need you. Please come, Anciana." All day and night Rosalinda waited, but La Anciana did not come. "Be back by sundown," called Papa. As Rosalinda and Blanca left the house early the next morning, Rosalinda waved. She walked and walked, searching Blanca. Puck, puck, buck back at her heels. Everywhere they went, Rosalinda called, "Anciana! Anciana!" La Anciana did not answer. "Maybe she isn't real," Rosalinda said to Blanca. "Bark!" clucked the hen, as if she understood. As the sun slipped down the sky, Rosalinda told Blanca, "We must go home." They circled back through the mercado with its colorful stalls and busy shoppers. Then Rosalinda stopped. "Limones," said a sign on the last stall. Behind a man, a woman rocked a baby. Their two small children played nearby with pebbles. Rosalinda knew this man with hunched shoulders who was selling lemons. He was the night man, and the lemons were hers. Rosalinda shivered. She and Blanca ducked behind a stall lined with bright marionettes. "It's the night man with the lemons from my tree. Where are you, Anciana?" stammered Rosalinda. She stroked her quivering hen's soft feathers. There's Rosalinda in the mercado. And if you look closely, there is the sign that says Limones, and there's the night man with the lemons. "I am here," came a low, sweet voice. Rosalinda jumped. Before her stood a woman with silvery hair. Her wrinkles were deep, her eyes gentle. Rosalinda knew. Filled with wonder, she couldn't speak. "You have looked far from me, Rosalinda," the woman said. "Tell me." The woman listened as Rosalinda whispered her story. "To take your lemons was wrong," La Anciana murmured. "Perhaps he had a need." From her flowering sleeve, La Anciana pulled a strong branch with tiny buds. "Mira," which is watch in Spanish, said La Anciana. "Recuerda," which means remember. "The moon will be full tonight." Rosalinda listened with her heart and mind as La Anciana spoke of how to heal the lemon tree. That night, Rosalinda crept outside on the lemon moon. She closed her eyes. "Mira y recuerda." Watch and remember. Rosalinda tore an old rag into strips. She held La Anciana's branch against the stump of the broken branch of her lemon tree. They fit as naturally as a fat lemon fit in Rosalinda's cupped hands. Round and round, she pulled the ribbons of cloth, binding the two branches until they held as one. Moonbeams poured over the sickly tree, making yellow leaves look silver. Tired, Rosalinda curled up under her tree and dozed. She woke with a start when Blanca barked. Rosalinda rubbed her eyes, astonished. Her tree glowed golden in the night, dripping with lemons as big and round as baby moons. Arms wide, Rosalinda danced around the shimmering lemon tree. Blanca followed, wings aflutter. The next morning, Rosalinda told Blanca, "I know what to do." She piled fat yellow lemons into a wooden cart. Blanca perched on the lemon pyramid, and off they went together. I wonder where they're going to go with those lemons. Friends and neighbors greeted her on the way. One by one, Rosalinda gave away the amazing lemons. "Que grandes! How big! Gracias," said Esmeralda. "Hermosos," said Senor Rodolfo. "Lovely." "Que jugosos! How juicy! Gracias," said Abuela. So she's giving away all of her lemons to her neighbors, her grandma, people in the neighborhood. When Rosalinda had given away all but one of her lemons, she headed for the last stall of the mercado. Rosalinda stared at the nightman, and he stared back. Then her warm hand touched his cold, rough hand, and she gave him her last lemon. Lo siento. I am sorry. The man lowered his eyes. Rosalinda found her voice. Siembra las semillas, which means plants the seeds, she told him. Do it tonight while the moon is still full. The man was quiet. He tilted his head toward his family with their worn clothes and hungry faces. For you and for them, said Rosalinda. I will do as you tell me, he said. Rosalinda smiled. With the buck, 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 Blanca flapped into the little cart for the ride back home. She settled in, content. Rosalinda felt content too. Except for one fat hen, Rosalinda's cart was empty, but her heart was as full as a lemon moon. And that is the end. I hope everyone enjoyed. Have a great day.